When you're walking through the store and hear clean up on aisle 4, diarrhea. When your friend says pull my finger and he rips a liquid zinger, diarrhea. When the beef you ate was tainted and your shorts look like they're painted, diarrhea. When you have to stop and poop and it looks like mushroom soup, diarrhea. When you try to get a drink and end up crapping in the sink, diarrhea. When your rear end blows its nose and it ruins your new clothes, diarrhea. When your rectum gets real cranky and your anus needs a hanky, diarrhea. When your sphincter comes unclenched and your trousers get well drenched, diarrhea. When you argue with your dad and your bowel control goes bad, diarrhea. When your squirts are so fast-paced that you drown in your own waste, diarrhea. When your girlfriend won't stop talking and your anus starts unlocking, diarrhea. When you're sleepy and lie down and you start to dream in brown, diarrhea. When you eat figs by the score and they squirt from your back door, diarrhea. When you just failed a big test and your pants feel like they're messed, diarrhea. When you flip on the light switch and your butt makes a wild pitch, diarrhea. When the cook is a gourmet and he makes a brown entree, diarrhea. When your farts sound wet and muted and your skivvies are polluted, diarrhea. When you can't keep it together and your butt predicts bad weather, diarrhea. When your cruise ship runs aground and your underwear gets drowned, diarrhea. When you hear your butt go crunch and smell half-digested lunch, diarrhea. When you're trying hard to tiptoe but it doesn't stop the outflow, diarrhea. When you're feeling your turds knock but what comes out's more like chalk, diarrhea. When you slip and rip out loud and it makes a toxic cloud, diarrhea. When you need a large umbrella cause you just sprayed out Nutella, diarrhea. When you stop along the roadside and squat down and make a mudslide, diarrhea. When you just arrived in Fargo and your rectum dumps its cargo, diarrhea. When you're making so much scat that you have to call hazmat, diarrhea. When your father should be napping but he just snorts and starts crapping, diarrhea. When your anus is so hyper that it needs a windshield wiper, diarrhea.